Good morning, everybody. It is currently the end of week 2 in the $20 truck challenge, and I have a ton of footage I want to show you guys, but real quick, I just wanted to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for 500 subscribers. It was an incredible feeling to see that. We crept up like 1 subscriber at a time over the course of a few days, and then we finally hit the 500. So thank you so much for that. And if you're not subscribed, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and follow along with the adventure. I'm gonna get right into today's footage. Good morning, everybody. Today marks day 10 of the challenge. Crazy to think we already went through the first 10 days. Now we're in a really good spot. So we are almost at our $100 mark. We didn't quite hit it yet, but I'm thinking if we go to the bins today, we do a couple whatnot shows this week, we'll get over that hump and then we'll be able to actually move on to some other methods. I don't think I ever explained why I'm doing this truck challenge. The way my business works is I really need a truck. Between storage locker cleanouts, buying return pallets, things like that, there is just things that I need a full-size truck for that I don't have. And my little convertible that I have is actually quite literally falling apart. I'm sure you see this in many episodes, but that's the reason I am doing it. I mean, this car is paid off and I just would hate to have a car loan, but unfortunately, this thing has been nothing but a money pit for the most part since I bought it. So going over the budget right now, we actually had another sale of that Rawlings baseball bag. That sold for $25 free shipping. I think we ended up making $14 and some change on there, bringing our total to $60.06. So now we have plenty of money to work with at the bins. We're not like going to be super duper picky about stuff that we think is going to sell like within 24 hours. Now we can actually buy a couple other things. It was really good that I did a whatnot auction this past week because it gave me an idea of what people are looking for. People do love their plush, and so the Super Mario plush went super fast. I'm hoping to get some potential Disney plush, and then maybe also getting some Five Nights at Freddy's plush because those go well, and then also Poppy's Playtime, and I think there's one more thing. It was like the Digital Circus or something like that. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that is a very popular show right now, and their plush is incredibly expensive. So if we find any of that stuff today at the bins, we're definitely going to grab it, launder it, and we are going to get it a whatnot auction set up probably for tomorrow. I would hope that we would be able to do another whatnot auction and really get the ball rolling and show the consistency over there. If nothing else, consistency has been key through this entire challenge. Next thing you guys are gonna see is probably me just rolling into the bins. I found this like part, and I think it's like some type of pump for like a hot tub or something. Should be pretty good. I'll have to use Google Lens to look that up later.
I'm sorry, hon.
No, you're okay. Now right here, I just wanted to take a second to show you guys how absolutely full my cart is. Now, I did put a lot of stuff back, but I just wanted to show you how much stuff I initially grab and then end up putting back before the end of the video. So I found a little bit of a quieter area to kind of go over everything. So I found this new Tags Carhartt. I know it has this brand on it, but I still think I can get a bunch of money for it. I mean, honestly, these jackets go for about $200 brand new. So this was a great find here. I found this jacket here. It's like a little fleece, but with like a zip-on, like additional hood and stuff. It is Lululemon, as you can see right here. It's not in the best shape. And honestly, I don't even know how to size it appropriately because the size tag's cut out of it, but I think we can still get some good money for it. I found this REI women's jacket. I got this Carhartt hoodie. It's got a brand on it, but I think that doesn't matter that much as long as it's clean and in good shape. People love it. This was probably the find of the day. This Detour, I think is what it's supposed to be. It is a like light hiking backpack. These are really good money. I think the used comps I was seeing between $45 and $60 with shipping. I found the Sweet Kids LL Bean backpack with the little lizard on it. I found a pair of Merrells that are in pretty good shape, just need a good cleaning up, but they still have tons of life left, and they have this like almost like suede top to them. I found these Batman Penguin collab Converse. Now, they're not in the greatest shape I've ever seen, but I think they will clean up pretty well. And hey, just wanted to interrupt me going through everything real quick to let you know that despite how these shoes looked, they actually cleaned up amazing. I was able to take some time and some real elbow grease and get these things super duper clean. Now, if you want to support the channel, everything that you see here is either going to be in an eBay store or whatnot. Both of those links will be in the description. But if you want these Penguin shoes, you're going to have to snag them on eBay. They're going to have best offer turned on. So if you want to support the channel, the challenge, and support me, feel free to snag those off of eBay. All right, real quick, hit that subscribe button and let's get right back into what we picked up today. I got this really cool Washington Redskins Super Bowl 12 Champions hat. I don't know that it's necessarily from that era, but it is made in USA, so it is vintage. I just don't know that they would have had a snapback like this when the 12th Super Bowl was done, but maybe. I ended up with a kid's Carhartt beanie, and I think this is an adult size Carhartt beanie. Ended up with a plush of this guy. And then the last thing I picked up, I'm going to pick up, is this Kirby. This is a hose for a Kirby vacuum system. These hoses have over 100% sell-through rate and sell for $20 to $30 plus shipping. All right, I would say that we had a relatively successful bins trip. Now, I did actually end up grabbing two more things on the way out. One was a made in England sweater. It was a really high, heavy, 100% wool sweater. I'll put some pictures up while I'm talking about it. And then I found a pair of Gymshark lifting pants. People had just put them back. I double checked them. There was no stains, no holes, nothing like that. So honestly, I think we ended up spending like an extra $2 on those two things. We spent a grand total of $29.10 in there, leaving our budget a little over $30, but I still think that's plenty of wiggle room. Hopefully we'll be able to sell some of this stuff relatively quickly. Okay, I forgot to totally record a transition, but basically it is day 11 now in these next coming clips. We went to a couple of thrift stores to see if we could pull out anything we had. Also, we had another sale on that same day. We actually ended up selling that Jeep cargo net. We sold that for $100 with free shipping, leaving us with a huge budget to work with, which you'll see up in the corner right about now. So let's see what we found in the thrift stores, because we pretty much have whatever money we could possibly need to pick up something in the thrift.
Ooh, tons of video game stuff today. Nice.
Not as much as other people. I could be with, which is once a day.
$89.95. God. Xbox 16 controllers. That's unfortunate. Xbox 360 controller for $5. I think I'll put that in my cart. Is that a Kavu hat? Yep. Nice Kavu hat. Great. We'll grab that. I think hats are $2. No bull pants. I think these are really good. Grab these. These are nice. North Face in good shape. Definitely grab that.
So not a terrible start. We did only find a few things. Honestly, not worth the drive out here, but that's okay. The goal is to get as much stuff as we possibly can. So that Kavu hat was really good. That Brother P-Touch thing, that should sell relatively fast as long as we price it appropriately. I grabbed a couple things out of the free bin that you guys didn't see. First was a pair of Clark shoes. Those are in really good condition. Not sure why they put those out in the free bin. And then the second was a Ghirardelli mug from San Francisco. Funny enough, I've actually visited that exact place when I was going through San Francisco to Hawaii one time, and it is delicious. Everything they had in there was really good, especially the hot chocolate, because it was a cold and rainy day in San Francisco at the time. So we're gonna move on to another thrift store, see if we can find some more stuff. I'm really trying to put some stuff in these whatnot auctions and really get it going. So let's move on to the next spot.
This was a good find right off the bat. Didn't find anything else. Squishmallows. Toys are looking pretty lackluster. Oh, look, it's Walter from Jeff Dunham. Wally? Maybe. We'll try it. Good. Sold 50 bucks. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, we'll grab that.
I was on the joke and it ended up being the truth. The African lady
Okay, so for whatever reason, I forgot to shoot transitions between everything. Not sure why. I think I was just in a rush to get to the next thing and make sure I was able to hit as many stops as I could in the same day, so that way I could get as many items posted for this challenge, because obviously we are on a time crunch. So I did the math and we spent $21.85 at that stop, leaving us with a current budget of $70.24. We're gonna head to a late afternoon Goodwill Bins run, see if we can find anything there.
South Park Cookies hat, I think. It's a cool little thing. Grab that for sure. This is very rambly. This is a pretty good shirt. Oh, there's another one.
Fun fact, I don't know if you know this, but I literally bought a second camera battery so I wouldn't run out of battery while I was mid-shooting, and apparently I'm not smart enough to bring it with me, so we ended up losing power after finding that Bissell SpotBot that you guys see there. Now, on the fortunate side of things, that was probably the last thing we found at the store. So we checked out there and we only ended up spending $14.90, taking that out of the budget. And normally I would say this is where I pulled the last little bit of money out of the budget in order to pay for something, but I didn't realize until we were getting up to the checkout point that the Bissell SpotBot actually had a hole in its hose. Not a huge deal. There's such a big gap between what I pay for them versus what they sell for. I just ordered one on Amazon and then ended up replacing it myself. It took maybe 20 minutes at the most, just because I did a little extra cleaning in between to make sure that everything was cleaned up and working properly. Once I replaced the hose, everything worked great. So we'll go ahead and get that listed. The other thing, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, that looks like that's gonna be a really good find. And then we also did a Whatnot show with a couple of the items, but we did that Whatnot show yesterday, so I'm not gonna include it in the budget right now. So we'll just do it in the next. Other than that, obviously you're seeing what we have left in the budget right now. I'm hoping a lot of stuff sells over this weekend and we can really build that budget back up. The main goal is to like not dip below $100. I'd love to buy a storage unit or some type of return pallet if we could get one for cheap enough, but I think we really need $400 to $500 to be really secure in that, because obviously that type of stuff is a gamble, but I don't think we're going to get anywhere without taking some chances. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking out. I know this was a little bit of a longer one. We did a lot of things in between. We're working our way through this and we are getting more popular on Whatnot. eBay's doing great. So hopefully we will speed up this challenge, and the second half of the challenge is a lot faster than the first. But if you made it to the end, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below what your favorite item we found today was, and I appreciate you guys every day, and I really do truly feel thankful that I can start to make this my actual job. So thanks again, and I will see you guys on the next one.